My name is Megan Alexander, and I am the proud owner of Carter's Compost here in beautiful Traverse City, Michigan. As you've heard mumblings from Mayor and others, this is a well-established residential and curbside pickup here in Traverse City, Michigan. But what we came to Next Cycle to dive into was how can we expand beyond that model and really suss out what a rural type of model would look like so that we can service and make composting accessible to more than just city center residents and businesses. So we saw an opportunity to increase composting access in our rural communities while also reducing organic waste going to landfills and curbing diesel fuel emissions. If you think about those big heavy trucks on the road going really far distances, we thought, how can we do two things at once? And the idea was that through dispersed drop-off hubs, we can collect more and meet people where they are to make those collections, whether it's their church, their school, their place of work, or maybe it's their commute into town. We have this current collection model with our intermodal pickups. There's the electric van. And we do all those curbside pickups with our city residents, but we are ready to expand to our surrounding communities and make composting more accessible throughout our region. We've tested a few different existing compost drop-off locations on farms in downtown Traverse City, on Old Mission, and Interlochen, and all of those have given us some test subjects to be able to understand what works, what doesn't work. We only got 160 inches of snow here this year, but it's still something that we have to work with, and really just that experience has lent itself well to figuring out what we're going to do next. Accessibility and convenience, meeting people where they are, that is what's important, and we know that we don't have the viability financially to go door to door in our rural communities, so meeting people where they are to increase that access. And over the past 4 years since I've taken over Carter's Compost from Carter himself, we started to do these smaller programs with drop-offs. In 2025, we had a record year of 125,000 pounds of food scrap diversion, and 14,000 pounds of that last year was in drop-offs. As you can see, though, we service a very small area of our beautiful region. And while 4,200 households have access to curbside and drop-off composting, at Next Cycle, what we worked to figure out was how can we get more access, more people being able to compost should they choose not to do it in their backyard or have another solution. So by adding five more drop-off sites, we would be able to provide access to 15,000 more households. But we can take it another step further and say 10 more drop-offs, and that would get us almost to 30,000 households of access that we don't currently have today. We expect those volumes then to skyrocket. 14,000 pounds today would add another 50,000 pounds. We're doing the math, that's about 5,000 pounds per site that we can divert, and that is what we are here and ready to do. So we're ready to get to work. We want to start to collect more. We want to start 10 more collection sites in our surrounding area where we cannot do curbside pickups yet, and we want to connect with 150 more households to fill those composting sites up. At each site, we can do about 5,000 pounds, and that is the equivalent of over 15 tons of carbon dioxide equivalent. It's about 40,000 miles driven on the road. So here today, we want to ask for a few things. Funding, it takes about $10,000 to start 10 more sites in our area. We need hosts for those sites. It could be a business, it could be a church, it could be a school. Where can we set up that people are coming to? And of course, those subscribers to fill those bins right up. Again, the math, 10 hubs, 150 households, and about 50,000 pounds a year that we can collect. We really firmly believe that access equals progress, and composting services in rural communities is necessary to achieve state goals. It's necessary to ignite culture change. And if we can ignite culture change within our smaller communities, we will cultivate composting communities that will have a broader impact across all of our neighborhoods in northern Michigan. Thank you so much. Let's compost more together.